3.
Mad. Alright people, so January start last week, nothing no go on because up and down and busy and will up appointments and all of that. But today we're ready again and we're up and running. And today see that we just get beer shipment. So last year shipment people, you know what I mean? But before we go into all of that, always remember we are come from 8962 165th Street, Jamaica, Queens, New York, and you can link us in the description below. So the email is there, the phone number is there, whatever you want is right in the description below, and you can find us physically here 8962 165th Street, Jamaica, Queens. We're here 7 days from early until late. So we open the block and we close the block and we're here every day. You know what I mean? So as I was saying now, shipment, we have a whole heap of things just coming, beads and all of that, and we still have a package here where we are send out and things. So you know what I mean, we are send out things and we receive things and the work continues. But I mean, today is Independence Day in Jamaica, and we say we're going to do a little video, a little independence video for Jamaica. Not anything bigging up the independence, but something educating the people them who celebrating this so-called independence. So first of all, I want to say big up all Africans who call themselves Jamaicans, big up all West Africans who call themselves West Indians, and so forth and so forth. So before we get into it, I want to say, I mean, the word independence, right? Independence is a word where you know what I mean? Me and Mommy always really look deep into words and the meaning of words, apart from the words where them give us, because it's not our language. We are Africans, we have our own language. Now we are using the English language. So the Englishman, the white man, him give us a language. And within that language is a lot of hidden meaning and a lot of hidden codes, because he is the creator of that language. So therefore, if you are using his language, he is able to manipulate you using his language. He is able to control you and direct your life within his language. So as I say now, the word independence, to me, I don't really like the word independence, just as though I don't like the word belief. You understand? As I said in the other video, you understand how I break down belief. So today, independence is like, if you say you're in need of something, that means you want something, you're in need. So independence is like the same word started, I-N, and then you have D-E-P-E-N-D-E-N-C-E. So independence, if you separate the two words, you have I-N, then you have dependence. Dependence means that you're not free, you need help from the outside world, you need assistance, you always need something. You know what I mean? Like something that you cannot provide for yourself. That is dependence, so you are independence. You understand? If that makes sense, you can really look into it, go deeper. Just as though you would in need of something, you are independent. You are still relying on these people
within the dependence
who claim that you are free. So, you know what I mean? Something to think about. Anyway, but you know, before Jamaica was controlled by the English, Jamaica was controlled by the Spanish. And a lot of people don't know this. The Spanish ruled Jamaica for like 160 years, people. Remember that, 160 years the Spanish them rule Jamaica for, because when the Spanish them go to Jamaica, them see Indians, the Arawak Indians and different tribes, and what they did was to kill all these people off. I mean, them kill them off through warfare and kill them off through slavery, because the people them never used to work so hard, and you capture the people them, start slave them along with other Africans, and them die off in space of no time. So the Spanish is who control Jamaica for like a long period of time, and the evidence of that is still in Jamaica today, because you can know about Spanish Town. It's not named Spanish Town because it is an English word. It is where the Spanish used to rule Jamaica from. That was the capital of Jamaica, Spanish Town. The word for it is San Diego de la Vega, given to it by the Spaniards who used to run Jamaica. So all their parliament building and everything used to be in Spanish Town. That's why it was the first capital, and the capital was San Diego de la Vega. You understand? Today known as Spanish Town. And a lot of other places in Jamaica have Spanish name, like Ocho Rios have Spanish name, Savannah La, Savannah La Mar is a Spanish name, Santa Cruz. So the evidence of the Spanish colonial rule is still in Jamaica, because they had Jamaica for so long before there was beaten out and taken over by the British. You understand? So them say Jamaica name Jamaica. The original name is not Jamaica, is Jamaica. It was given the name by the Indians who lived there, they call it Jamaica. But today them switch it and call it Jamaica. So when the English take over now from the Spanish, that's when the real saga start. Because you know them and the Spanish have big war. That's why in Jamaica you see all these guns pointing out to sea, because when time the ships come in, them try to defend them position and so forth and so forth. Now when the English take over Jamaica now, you have the you have place like Kingston in Jamaica. You have place like Port Royal in Jamaica. Now Kingston, if you break down the word Kingston again, people just say Kingston, but the real meaning is Kings Town. K-I-N-G-S is Kings and then T-O-N-N. Now, where do you have kings? You have kings and queens in England. You understand? So it is their town. It is not for the slave Africans, them who them brought there as slave. It is for the rulers in London. So it is Kingstown. And in Kingstown, you have Princess Street, you have King Street, you have Queen Street, because you have Princess, King, Queen and all these people in London. So you have Port Royal. It is a royal port controlled by the British Empire at that time. Because you know, say everything them thief, them used to put it at Port Royal. And so Port Royal used to be like the richest place on earth at one time. So it is Port Royal. It is royal because England and the British them deal with royalty. So you have port that is owned by them and them call it royal. It's a royal port, so Port Royal. So there's a lot of things that you can go on and on and on. But me just say these things to make you know, say these are the people who are in charge of Jamaica. You understand? So now them ship the Africans them from Africa. And today them call the Africans them West Indian. Now when you look on yourself as a black African with nappy hair, how the hell you get Indian out of that? You understand? So you find people from Grenada, people from Trinidad, people from all over, call themselves West Indian, black nappy hair and look like a real West African. And you say, oh, you're from the West Indies, I'm a West Indian. No, you're not a West Indian, you're a West African. You understand? So if you look on Jamaica coat of arms, they have Indian with friend of them here and crocodile. You don't see no black man or anything. You know what I mean? Because the Indians is who really own the land. Now if a Chinaman born in a Jamaica, you don't call him Jamaican really, even though him probably birthplace is Jamaica. If a Chinaman born in India, if a Chinaman born wherever. Once you see a Chinaman, him is identified by how him look. Him is a Chinaman. So why is it when time we Africans born elsewhere on earth, them call you, them define who you is based upon where you're born. So as an African born a Jamaica now, them don't really call you African, them call you a Jamaican. An African born a Grenada, them say Grenadian, but yet still you are identified with Africa because this is who you are and you cannot escape who you is as an individual. You know what I mean? When the white man born wherever, you still call him white man. You still call this man Chinaman. So why you identify with the land where you're born upon instead of identifying with your race of people? You understand me I say? So today when people are celebrate this independence of Jamaica, first as me say, if you look into the word, what the word really mean, and then you can get it from there. So, and for sure you say, Jamaicans them not really own Jamaica in a sense apart from, when me just explained to you just now, you cannot own land in Jamaica, people. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know this. Yes, you can purchase a piece of land here and purchase a piece of land there, but if you should own a piece of property in Jamaica and you look at the title, it says title holder. It doesn't say land owner. You understand? So if you are not the owner of the land, then who is the owner of this land? You know what I mean? The owner of this land is the British in England. They own the land. You are just the title holder. You hold the title of the land that they own. You understand? Dada, big up yourself.
Like this?
You want this wristband, headband?
Above. Right now, same part you did it.
Above.
Alright, that's all.
Yeah, you got the smaller one.
Up, to the left, up, yeah.
I need more.
Both of them? We have some big nice chain too, you know, for represent, you know what I mean? You have to have some power in it if you put it on, you know. Guys, if you have the power in it, you're afraid that what's it like? 5, 1, 6, 9, you can give me $10 slip. You know what I mean? Pick up yourself and respect.
Elder.
Thanks, right?
Elder, we have all colours in the mesh, them, you know. Anytime you're ready, alright? I have all colours in the mesh. Ready?
Oh, this?
Yeah, we just make you know, so we have all colours. Red, white, blue, black, yellow, green. Yeah, man. So that's it.
Respect. Alright. Yeah, man, so take care of business. But as we say now, you own a land in Jamaica, you're not the primary owner of this property, you understand me I say? And it says title holder, not that you should not invest in Jamaica because you invest in America, you don't really own land in America anyway. But I'm just saying these things to make you aware of what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Some people feel like say Jamaica are for them, it's a my country. No, Jamaica is not yours because you never fight for it. And who fight the Spanish for it, now go take it up and give it to you for free. You understand? So you feel like you own these things in Jamaica, own land and things. No, these people in England, they own it. You understand? That's why Rastaman said the police are Babylon. I'm going to show you why the Rastaman now are going to say the police are Babylon. Because if you check the police hat, him have a crown right here upon him hat. Now who have crown? The Queen in England, she wear a crown. King and Queen them wear a crown. So the police in Jamaica, them are represent for the British Empire. The British Empire is who fund them and finance them. All weapons and ammunition given to the soldiers and police in Jamaica is provided by England or colonies of England like Canada and America. Jamaica don't buy anything for themselves to sustain the military or the police force in Jamaica, and that is why them wear this crown upon them head, because them is controlled and owned by the British Empire. You understand? So when the Rastaman say Babylon this, Babylon that, don't write them off too easy, because them have a point. You know what I mean? So as me they say now, at one point in Jamaica you have a lot of different plantations owned by a lot of different people from England. So this was one way for you as a British to gain wealth if you can manage the tropics. So if you can manage the mosquito, if you can manage the sun, if you can manage the heat, you could leave England, buy some slave in Jamaica and farm a plantation, and England would in turn take the sugar from you and you would build some farm of wealth. So a lot of English people there was drawn to Jamaica because of this purpose. So at one point in Jamaica you have a lot of slave owners, probably like 20,000 different slave owners in Jamaica, everyone with them own little patch of land, do them own little business, and England provide a market for them to take this business. And the primary shipping business at that time was to transport slaves from Africa. And when they transport the slaves from Africa, where them call themselves Jamaicans today, them sell them and, you know what I mean, buy them and breed them. You understand? That's why one woman in Jamaica first time have about 20 picnic and whatever, because them basically have a nation. They don't want the slaves them where them bring off of the ship. They want the slaves them were really born on the island, because these ones them distance themselves from Africa, because them are going to know where them born. You will them bring from Africa, you are going to go back to Africa. So the intention is to breed you, make you have kids, and then kill you, and then control the kids, and them can tell the kids something different. If a donkey born and you tell this donkey say him is a cow, him are going to grow believing that him is a cow people. You understand? And anytime you tell this donkey say him is not a cow, he want to fight you and he want to war you. So a lot of these people in Jamaica, them grow and them never live back in at the time when the ships them arrive from Africa. So today them call themselves Jamaican. And all you call yourself Jamaican because Jamaica is an English word. I mean, we Africans don't speak English, you understand? So if you tell a Jamaican today, some Jamaican, not all Jamaican, but if you should tell some Jamaican today that they are Africans, they want to fight you, and they want to tell you, say, no, I don't know nothing about Africa, they are Jamaican, and story finish right there. So just as if you did tell the donkey say him is a cow, and him don't know nothing else about donkey, man just believe say him is a cow. You understand? But you who tell him say him is a cow, you look at him stupid for the rest of his life. Just as all these people look at us stupid for the rest of our life when time we identify ourselves with who them tell us that we are, instead of identifying ourselves with who we really are. Right. You understand? So you have to educate yourself and understand what's really happening in order for you to move forward, instead of just celebrating this holiday and all of that. Because black people love holiday not because they know what the holiday mean, but because black people work the hardest. Because we are the hardest worker, we love holiday because holiday mean rest free, it mean link up with family, it mean eat where you don't get to eat every day, and it mean beach and party and enjoyment and all of that. So holiday means only that to black people. You understand me? I said they don't really know the significance and the importance, and they never really have the time to really go sit down and check how important these whatever they must celebrate is, or where it come from, or what it really means. So before you start get too excited and start calling yourself this Jamaican and love this independence and go out and drink and drive and junk and crash and frost and chat, think about these things first. You understand me? I said think about the history, think about if it makes sense or if it don't make sense before you start get too excited and go crash and kill off yourself is something where never even necessary and important to begin with. Because these people are who have the control. You don't really have the control. Them have the control. That is why Jamaica have a Governor General. The Governor General directly represent the Queen of England. You understand me? I said, no, Jamaica Prime Minister can't really do much without the approval of the Governor General. So if there's a state of emergency in Jamaica, you really need the Governor General to approve it. The Jamaica Prime Minister cannot just call a state of emergency and sign off on it by himself, because they don't really have that much control over Jamaica themselves. You understand? The Queen is the head of state of Jamaica. I always remember that. That means that she have the most talk in Jamaica. You know what I mean? But back to the slavery, when we did that say before, because I mean me all over the place. But anyway, all these plantation owners and all of that were there in Jamaica at the time. Now, there was a time when them are going to say them are going to free the slaves them at Jamaica now. Now look at this now. This is basically a trick, right? So them say them are going to free the slaves them in Jamaica, which means that the British Empire are going to pay all slave owners and take over the slaves under one umbrella. That's just basically what them did. They never really free anybody. Them pay all the slave owners. So if you have 20,000 plantation owners, them value what the plantation worth and how many slaves them have and how much it worth, and what them do after that, them just pay them for it. You understand? So the British at the time pay out probably like millions of dollars or billions in today's world and take over all the plantations in Jamaica and run it under one umbrella. You understand? So what them are going to do now, take all these slaves and basically farm government from these slaves. So the most obedient and the best slaves where them have, them probably use them and farm a government and then them baby them. That means that them used to give them free book, free clothes, free whatever they want until them reach to a point where them can go upon them own. It's like a kid in your house. You try to educate him and try to give him everything free until him can own his own house. Then him can go upon the road and him can fend for himself basically. So that's what the British did. Them take over all the slaves them and then them continue the slavery, but them continue it under a more sophisticated way and a more legal way, so to speak. So therefore now when time all the slaves them come together in Jamaica now and them build this government and whatever, this government is owned by the British. You understand? So this is how them go. So boom, and them build a country, them build an island, now them make you sing songs, some like patriotic songs, them give you anthem, them give you pledge of allegiance, them give you all these things to attach you mentally, physically and spiritually to this place. And what them teach you is nothing about your history. Remember that, you know, your history doesn't start in Jamaica. Your history starts in Africa. That's the history that you're supposed to learn. But them start the history from when you arrive in Jamaica. That is not any history. That is just what them do to you and try to control you mentally. You understand? That is not any history. History is from way as far back as you can go. That is the history. You understand? The history cannot start from yesterday when time you trying to be slave master over me and act as if I must celebrate my enslavement. You understand? I'm not willing to celebrate my enslavement. You know what I mean? But that's what they want you to do. They want you to remember the date when Columbus come to Jamaica and all these dates where enslavement begin. You know what I'm saying? I remember how much ship Columbus have and all of these things. Why is that important for me to remember? I'm the one who was slave. I'm the one who was ill-treated and mistreated. That is not important for me to remember as an African. What I should be taught is where I'm coming from. You understand? Who I was before I was captured as a slave. Because remember, them capture you, them bring you to Jamaica and ship. Now them tell you need passport to go back. You understand? You cannot pass them port without their permission. You know what I'm saying? So this is the whole thing about this independence in Jamaica, where I think it is important and it is necessary for these people to understand what it is they are happy about, what it is that they are celebrating, because the way them see it is not how the British see it. The way them see it is not how these white people see it. These people look upon you like you're a stooge. These people look upon you like you don't know better, and it's just that them plan is working perfectly. And every time them see you happy and they're celebrating, them say, yes, we have accomplished the ultimate goal. You understand? Get all the slaves them under one umbrella, get them to love the island, get them to participate with each other, build an economy out of them, make them pay for the rest of them life, and we can live easy, and we can tax them, we can build hotels down there, because you know one of the main resources in Jamaica is tourism. You understand me? I say, and tourism in Jamaica is like when you used to have these great houses in Jamaica. Because remember before the British, the slave masters, what they used to call Bakra master and all these things in Jamaica, what happened is they used to have these big great houses. You know what I mean? And these great houses was where the slave master them live and operate from. So when them go back to England now, what would happen is that the slaves them, they will have to try to put the house in order before them get back.
Oh, I'm a general.
Blessings,
You know?
blessings.
Yeah, man, respect.
Respect.
Blessed, you know?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Always supporting the shop, man.
Respect, man.
Blessed,
Every time.
Blessed, man. Respect. Yeah, so all these slave masters in Jamaica with all these great houses. Today the great houses are an attraction to Jamaica for the kids of the slave masters. So when them go to Jamaica now, them see where them great grandparents used to own and used to whatever. So now what I'm saying is Jamaica build an economy of accommodating people where them call tourism, but they're accommodating the same people who used to slave you. They're accommodating the same people who used to whip you and beat you, and the same people who enslave you today mentally. You understand? And them just upgrade the name and call it tourism. Just as how you used to have to clean up the great house when master gone and make it clean until him come back. Same thing happen today. You have a lot of hotels in Jamaica and them have to keep it clean. When time master come, you have to take up him bag, you have to run behind him, you have to run on the golf course, you have to make it clean, you have to have everything in order to accommodate him. You understand me? I say, so Jamaica, you know what I mean, them say them move forward, but move forward how? Move forward in benefit of who? In benefit of which people? You understand what I'm saying? So right now to the independence of Jamaica, here we still have to big up everybody. We still have to love goes out to everyone. But at the same time, the most important thing is education. Educate yourself, know where you come from. Remember, say, you is an African, calling yourself a Jamaican. The Chinese man, anywhere you see him a Chinese man. The white man, anywhere you see him a white man. But we Africans, anywhere we born, we call ourselves based upon where we born. You understand me I say? So stop calling yourself all these different names, Grenadian, Jamaican, St. Lucian, this, that, whatever, and just recognize yourself who you is, and you know say, more education, time to come, time short, people are coming, everything. Big up on yourself. Movements.
Boom.